Dude, this righteous view, man, it's different, man. It's provocative, man. I mean, I don't even know what that means. It gets the people going.
The dating age with social media, where women get bored at the drop of a hat because they got hundreds of guys that they beck and call online, Instagram, DMs, Facebook, whatever. And that's just online. Don't even get started when you go out. So women get bored and they get doing all this other shit. It ain't nothing for a bitch to flake, lie, break up with you or nothing. You ain't never in your life seen so many women ask for space. Why? They got hundreds of dicks thrown at them every day on social media.
Women are more afraid of being alone than a man. So what happens is, it's so easy for a woman to grab up a little beta male that she could go to the gym with, that she could go on dates with, and pretend to be in a relationship until one day she decides to tell him, hey, I don't want to be with you. But he looking at it like, what did I do wrong? And the problem is she has to dispose of you before the guy that she wants finds out. All right?
Hey, Mama Terry is one who terrorized fathers for being their children's lives. That's one of them. That's the main definition, but there's so many others because fathers are elderly out the picture due to failed relationship divorce. They tend to run the child support just to get a financial gain and also have power over the child. That's a man's kryptonite when he's not able to be a father. And that's a woman's power structure. You know what I'm saying? So when I call baby mama Terry, it ain't got nothing to do with just somebody being a baby mama. No. It's just a baby mama Terry is any woman, black, white, blue, or green, that is willing to destroy a father by destroying a child. So that's what a baby mama Terry is.
So what does that tell you? That tells you guys are tired of that generic bullshit. Generic bullshit. Guys are tired of that. Oh, you do the right thing. You tell her this and you do that. We done with that bullshit, guys.
You say, man, I tried being alpha with her. She left me alone. Man, I didn't call her that much. She left me alone. No. She just didn't like you.
Salute, and welcome to class, gang. How y'all feeling? Salute to all my good brads, and salute to all my sisters with sense that don't play about Mr. Goodbrad. Salute to you all, guys. Keep in mind, we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We're going to cater to the truth. We're going to cater to common sense. And we is not going to complicate that, guys. Sisters with Sense, I got something for y'all, Sisters with Sense. I dropped the link because we just rolled out a Sisters with Sense t-shirt over there at the bread factory, at the Good Bread store. So y'all go check it out. Support the channel while supporting yourself. Look good, feel great, do better. Know what I mean, ladies? So we got paint, we got all colors. Exclusively for my sisters with sense. You already know what time it is. Salute Steph. Steph is in the house. Yes, today, guys, we finna talk about lies. We finna talk about who tell them, who spread them, why, all of that. We're gonna go to ins and outs. The lies we tell ourselves, we're gonna do all of that today, guys. So one of the biggest things that I need y'all to understand is women make the most sacrifices, men make the biggest, men tell the most lies, women tell the biggest lies. And today, you can tell by the thumbnail what we gonna go over. We gonna go over the big lie. Because men lie a lot because women feelings and the way society is set up, they not allowed. A man not allowed to tell the whole truth. A man got a panda, he got a sugarcoat, and that sugarcoat turned into a lie real quick. And the women like it though. Subconsciously, they don't even know. They like it. Because if the man tell them the truth like how I tell them the truth, they get mad. They get mad. When I tell them the truth, they get mad. So what do y'all want to believe? They want to believe the lies. Let alone, remember yesterday, we had a big live stream yesterday where we asked those same women, we ask those feminist-minded women that are the flying roaches and the hopping frogs and the jumping kangaroos, we ask those women that are jump right in our chat talking with all this hate, what are you teaching your sons? And it was crickets. It was crickets yesterday. Like, for all you feminist-minded women, what are you teaching your sons? You know what I mean? Because if you ain't teaching your son what we finna go over today, then you setting them up for failure. You finna be talking about that same little boy 10 years from now about how weak and how he keep getting took advantage of.
I'm from, I know some ones. I know, what do y'all lace y'all sons up with? Light skin, dark skin, slim, fat? What are you telling your boys as you're raising them if you have no belief that any of this stuff I be talking about with us actually be going on? What you tell your sons? Because it ain't hard to look up. I've been saying this for the longest. They got whole TV shows where they show bitches on TV acting like, I'm 1,000% sure this your baby. 10,000. Look at the picture, Maury. Look at the picture, Maury. Look at the picture, Maury. They look just alike. The baby got his eyes. The baby got his eyes. The baby got his eyes. 2 seconds later, you are not the father. The man, the bitch crying. The man celebrating. Deep down, he really hurt because the bitch done tricked the fuck out of him. What y'all tell y'all son? That this just ain't going on? Whole TV shows with people. And then they got court shows. Not just entertainment shows, but these is actually court shows. Like courts in the United States of America. In your state, the bitches go up there. Judge, I want a divorce, and I ain't been with nobody. 2 seconds later, all 3 of the kids don't belong to him. But females, don't be lying. Don't be tricking. Don't be cheating. Don't be... All I want to know... Because I ain't got no problem with a bitch disagreeing with me. Believe what you want to believe. But what do y'all teach y'all sons? That this just don't go on? Oh, you never have to worry about that, son. Any woman you stick your dick in, we all tell the truth. You're never going to have to worry about a female lying on you. Sign every birth certificate every time. Be there. Never think about a paternity test. Just go through. All women are great. Wonderful. Magnificent. We don't lie. We don't try to date you for your money. We don't try to get over. All women are just pure. That's the way the good Lord made us. That's what y'all tell y'all sons. You don't find that suspicious?
Incredible. I guess that's what they teaching them, love. But we gonna go on with the show. We gonna go on with the show. We not crazy. Go on with the show. They driving me crazy. Go on with the show. Salute to the Bread Squad is in the house today, y'all. Ain't no both genders, man. Stop it. Knock it off. Stop it. Knock it off. How is it both genders when y'all women carry the baby? So you got men in the... So it's men in paternity court. We gonna see men here talking about, I don't know who my baby mother is. So it's men running around here talking about, I don't know who my baby mother is. That's what you saying? Go on now. Go on now with your mental illness. Don't start. Don't start, yo. I got my roach spray ready because I know it's Sunday. Sunday fun day. It's normally beef with good bread. Beef with good bread on Sunday. So I ain't playing with y'all. Y'all gonna stay focused and focus on the topic at hand. We ain't being delusional. All right. Men don't say that. So, and everything is not always vice versa. Some things are for men and women. Yeah, but then there's a lot of things that's not vice versa. There's a lot of things that only women do. And that's why y'all held accountable separately. We are not held accountable to the same, but y'all always want to make it like we the same. We are not the same, man. And let's start. Let's go. Guys, keep in mind, salute to my production team for putting together a well put together piece. You know, normally you don't get to do these reactions because the copyrights, but I got it. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Tip the channel. Hit that like button.
Danielle Marsh versus Torrance Reed.
Marsh versus Reed.
26-year-old Danielle and her mother were in court to address her ex-boyfriend, 40-year-old Torrance Reed, once and for all.
Ms. Marsh, you and your mom have demanded the defendant, Mr. Reed, appear in court today because you say he denies your 1-year-old daughter, Tamari.
Their story began when she had just turned 18, fresh out of high school, when then 33-year-old Torrance met her.
In your mind...
Oh, so that'll explain why your mama's still in your business, because your mama sold you off to that man Your mama sold you off to that man so you could become his problem and not hers, man. Now that's some truth for you. Your mama not gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you that.
Was this your boyfriend?
Yes.
He lived in California and she in Ohio. They had slept together, so she assumed when he went back to California, it was a committed, monogamous, long-distance relationship.
I never knew he was dating other women.
Little did she know, he had other plans.
I'm a Muslim, so I was planning on having 4 wives.
She did find out real quick. When Torrance invited her out on a trip, she thought they'd be alone.
He says, let me introduce you to my wife.
Torrance? He claimed he let Danielle know he was inviting her out on the trip to meet his wife.
I have never heard of a man taking a woman on vacation to meet their wife.
He was Muslim and intended to have not 1, not 2, or 3, but 4 wives.
Fake Muslim. He's a wannabe Muslim.
And she would potentially be one of them.
I didn't know nothing about him wanting 4 wives.
When confronted about their age difference,
That is very hard to believe. Hey, mama, you so feisty. Why you gonna just disrespect that man belief? How you gonna just disrespect that man belief? You a fool if you think your daughter didn't know about them other wives. Why would this man just go invite her on a trip if he trying to be sneaky and then introduce her to his other wife if he trying to be sneaky? She was down with it, man. Stop it.
How old are you?
I just turned 26 last
And
month.
how old are you, Mr. Reed?
I'm 40.
he defends his actions by pointing back the finger.
She's steady talking about what I'm doing, but she have numerous means.
After 7 long years of dating, Danielle finally understood.
Now listen, man. Sis, I told y'all keep shopping at Walmart for these dudes. Did you not see that response that was sassy? Now that was sassy. Did y'all pick up on it? Did y'all peep it? And this is who they decided to bust it open with. So when we tell you that they sleeping with the same man and that dude's sassy, we ain't lying. Look at him, yo. Look at the way he expressed what she was doing, so that gave him a reason to do what he was doing. Listen to him. Mans, she got other mans. That was sassy.
He defends his actions by pointing back the finger.
She's steady talking about what I'm doing, but she have numerous means.
After 7 long years of dating, Danielle finally understood that their relationship was doomed.
He want to go travel state to state to have different babies and find another wife, and he get these women involved.
The courtroom was in shock as the results were revealed.
You are not the father.
She had
Oh, damn, shorty. You is for the streets, man.
You hitting from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why I feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on the neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for it, plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take it? Take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what?
as the results were revealed.
You are not the father.
She hadn't mentioned being intimate with another man before.
I know
I
who
bet you
the
did.
father is. So he has 10 kids. So
He has how many?
he has 10 other kids.
Oh, my good Lord. God damn. So you set your stupid looking self up in this court, blaming this man, knowing that they tell the biggest lies, bro. They tell the biggest lies, bro. I tell you one more time for that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Are not the father.
She hadn't mentioned being intimate with another man before.
I know who the father is. So he has 10 kids. So
He has how many?
he has 10 other kids.
Are you using baby Tamari to trap Mr. Reed?
You really never know. Ael.
Exactly. I love this judge, bro. Yeah, I love this judge.
Have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, Women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
Ware versus Arias Wilson. Ael and Aras were best friends.
I met him 8 years ago.
Their friendship had been strong from the get-go. They would hang out, watch Netflix, and do private potlucks together.
He cooked something, I cooked something, bring over to his house, or he come over to my house.
But Ael had different intentions for their friendship.
When did you start even liking him?
I liked him from day one.
She had her eye on his you-know-what.
You had been...
Now, you see what I mean, guys? You got to be careful. You got to be careful because y'all be like, why would you impregnate that? Bro, he didn't, bro. He didn't. This is crazy, bro. Y'all see this? But this is why I ask y'all sisters that want to act dumb and act like what we be talking and what we be teaching over here is not going on. What are you teaching your sons? Right? Because if you just teaching your sons that man is the only one doing evil stuff, then you're going to allow your little man to walk right into a woman like her. Now, look at this woman, yo. Look at this Dunkin' Donut, yo.
plotting on this all the time, but you were waiting for the time to make your move.
Yes, ma'am.
She planned to seduce her friend.
He had came on over, got to drinking. I ain't gonna lie, I made a move.
Her efforts paid off.
I got in.
Yo, that you should be locked up, man. You just open and admitted to date graping this young man, bro. You just openly admitted to graping this young man. But we run around here talking about men like dogs. We talk about the men like they dogs. Wow, bro. Y'all heard her? Y'all heard her? And they did this in the Bible. Remember, at the end of Sodom and Gomorrah, them two daughters, they raped their dad, bro, because they wanted to be worldly and they wanted to have a baby so bad. So they drunkened them, and then they did them. So this ain't new. This ain't new. We're going to play that back, bro. Amazing, bro. Amazing. But, and she looked like a wholesome, nice little church-going woman, right? Big back.
Trap, Mr. Reed.
You really never know. Ael Ware versus Aras Wilson. Ael and Aras were best friends.
I met him 8 years ago.
Their friendship had been strong from the get-go. They would hang out, watch Netflix, and do private potlucks together.
He cooked something, I cooked something, bring over to his house, or he come over to my house.
But Ael had different intentions for their friendship.
When did you start even liking him?
I liked him from day one.
She had her eye on his you-know-what.
You had been plotting on this all the time, but you were waiting for the time to make your move.
Yes, ma'am.
She planned to seduce her friend.
He had came on over, got to drinking. I ain't gonna lie, I made a move.
Her efforts paid off.
I got intoxicated. One thing led to another.
They finally got it on.
And at that time, Mr. Wilson, you were dating men?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, what? He's gay?
Confident about myself. He might
Get the listen, man. Listen, bro. Good Lord.
For every man, there's a woman, and for every dummy, there's a dummy.
think he's gay, but he ain't met me.
You got some nerve, lady. She'd already tested through.
Yo, she wild disrespectful, bro. She wild, yo. See, and that's some real sneaky slit. Instead of working on yourself so that, you know what I mean? Instead slick, sneaky ones. They tell the biggest lies, bro.
3 other men to see if they were the father.
How many other men?
A lot of them, Your Honor. She don't even know.
How many? Say it loud and proud. You said you're a confident woman.
All to no avail.
He's the only person left. It's gotta be him.
So, here they were in court.
This is not my child, Your Honor.
Ael raising her son on her own without a known father, having her best friend tested as the 4th potential father.
So you don't believe you're the only other possibility?
No,
Yo, how is she? Yo, how do she have 4, 5 suitors? Who is? Yo, come on, man. Yeah, we got to take more pride in our ding-a-ling. She not even doo-doo, boy. She diarrhea.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. put there by God. That's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Your Honor, she's been with multiple men.
There was
No,
only
Your Honor,
4.
it was more than that.
Arias accepted being a godfather to her son with joy. But as far as being his biological father,
I love my godson dearly, Your Honor, but he's not my son.
they couldn't particularly agree on just how many men Ael was sleeping with at the time.
You know for certain that there were more men besides the 3?
Yes, Your Honor, because like I said, we've been
Your Honor,
friends for a
there were
long
only-
Or whether or not they used protection during their time together.
I'm not going to.
You know damn well that these women don't use no protection. You know they don't use protection. You know exactly what they do. And I love the narration, yeah. Yo, I love the narration to this. The extra narration is fire, yo. It's fire. But you know they don't use no damn protection. What they do?
You got condom?
No, I ain't got no condom.
You know what you doing?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
You gonna pull out?
Yes.
I just came back from the clinic and I found out I was pregnant.
No. Sorry.
Hello? Hello? He hung up on her.
You did not.
I used the condom.
Your Honor,
I know
you
what I
did
put
not.
on.
But when the results came in, one thing was certain.
You are not the father.
Nope, not the father. Arias said he still loves her and his godson, but is relieved to have the truth out once and for all. And he was telling the truth about there being more than 4 different
We've
men.
had 4 men tested. We now know that there has to be at least another man out there.
She finally accepted that there is a 5th man. She could have.
Good Lord. Golly. Golly.
Can we talk about Black women being fake lesbians? Absolutely. Black women.
Women are not accountable for the simple fact that it would just, it would be us women having to admit that we're ignorant, we're dumb, we're slow, and we're easy to be deceived. We're easy to be deceived and manipulated and played with. So if women was to be, oh yeah, I'm accountable for da-da-da-da, I ignored these red flags. Most women are not going to say where they messed up that they were slow, ignorant, delayed. They're not going to admit that because that's what accountability is all about. Admitting where you went wrong at, where you went wrong. And women are simply, we're just not going to do that because we're not wrong. We're always right. Men are wrong. Men know better and should be doing better.
Yo, this is crazy.
Tested.
Do you have any idea who Ayante's biological father is?
Yes, Your Honor.
But he's no longer with us.
Thief.
He's deceased.
Oh, so safe. Wanda Pence versus Larry Patrick. Patrick was a good, faithful family man. 5 years ago, he had welcomed a stranger into his home he shared with his girlfriend.
We befriended him, let him move into our home.
The man only stayed in their house for less than a week.
Stayed maybe 5 or 6 days.
That was more.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
You messed up. You know you messed up, right, sir? You know.
Patrick
Larry.
was a good, faithful family man. 5 years ago, he had welcomed a stranger into his home he shared with his girlfriend.
We befriended him, let him move into our home.
The man only stayed in their house for less than a week.
Stayed maybe 5 or 6 days.
That was more than enough time to lay with Wanda.
I think he...
And it should have been me.
was worried about me catching on to it.
Wanda explained herself, saying she had been accused of sleeping around with other men by Larry.
You constantly accused me of it, and I kept telling you, you're going to keep pushing, and it's going to happen.
For once, she wanted to prove him right by actually...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You mean it don't have a color? Wait a minute. You mean it doesn't have a color? It doesn't have a color. Stupidity. Single motherism doesn't have a color. No, I told y'all that. Y'all be the ones wanting to play in the crayon box. They not. Wow, you gotta play that back, yo. She a bold, ugly one. She a bold.
days.
That was more than enough time to lay with Wanda.
I think he was worried about me catching on to it.
Wanda explained herself, saying she had been accused of sleeping around with other men by Larry.
You constantly accused me of it, and I kept telling you, you're going to keep pushing, and it's going to happen.
For once, she wanted to prove him right by actually doing the deed.
Slept with the gentleman that had been staying with us.
But it was just that one time.
It was just the one time. It never happened again after that.
She admitted it was nothing but a mistake in her eyes.
Probably the biggest mistake that I've ever made in my life.
And wished it had never happened.
It should have never happened at all.
It should have never happened, but it did, and I can't go back and change
Wanda
that.
became pregnant.
Ooh, sassy and wrong. Sassy and wrong, bro.
Demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then my private part has been itching.
It's been itching?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Demon came.
Mistakes are gonna happen, but honestly, these don't be mistakes. These be what people be wanting to do. Because y'all don't let people be who you supposed to let people be. Y'all go manipulating people from their organic self. People be showing you they want to be hoes. Men be showing you they want to be controlling and possessive. But as long as they doing something for you, you don't care what they do to you. Now that go both ways, my sister.
With twins around the same time as the affair, resulting in this quest to find the true father to the children.
I couldn't tell you where he is right now.
Larry didn't believe a word coming out of his girlfriend's mouth.
I'm from the South.
She was known to be flirty with other men.
I'm constantly calling people honey and babe.
And he believed this happened.
All right, so you knew you was with a bimbo, yo, and I'm not even gonna hold you. There are some good women that people mistake their kindness for weakness. Like men have been deprived of love. Honestly, 85% of men never knew what it is to have genuine love. So a nigga like that, white or black, run into a woman like this, they gonna think she a sucker when all she know how to do is be nice. Know what I mean? And that's sad. That's the part where men kind of killed chivalry. That's the small part where men kind of killed chivalry. Because now we got these bitches who run around here like they deserve something that they didn't work for, they didn't earn.
And more than once.
It has nothing to do with that. That's how I was brought up. I never slept with anyone before that.
A lie detector test was conducted on the show.
Ms. Pence, you were asked, did you have sexual intercourse with the man more than once? You said no. The lie detector determined you were being deceptive.
Wanda's.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one! You dirty...
And this is why we as men must heal, because even when you give them the benefit of the doubt, they gonna make you look like a fool. But just don't go into every situation pre-assumed judgments. You know what I mean? Give everybody a shot because you healed. The person that hurt you no longer hurt you. You got rid of that, so you don't gotta walk around wearing that scar. You know what I mean? They'll tell on themselves. You don't gotta be so defensive. They're telling themselves, yo. I just tried to clean it up for olive oil, right? I tried to clean it up for olive oil, and she just slapped me right in the face, bro. Being deceptive. She be fucking, boy. She was fucking the men's. This wasn't a one-time accident. And a lot of you niggas with the high school sweetheart, you's a dummy if you think you the only nigga. That's a whole nother life. That's a whole nother lie, but you a dummy if you think you think.
Adamant that she has been truthful.
Your Honor, that's not possible. I slept with the guy one time.
I knew it.
One time, Your Honor.
But the results revealed something different. But she wasn't about to admit to anything.
It's what that paper says.
I don't care what that paper says.
It was bittersweet as the results of the DNA test.
Bro, she don't like you, bro. She don't like you. She don't like you. And what's sad about it is you gonna fuck around and be the dad, but now you know where you stand at with this woman, bro. You know where you stand at with this woman, bro. She don't like you. She don't want to be with you, and she do not want to play Let's Pretend with you anymore. You're too strict. You too by the book. These women do not like structure. They respect chaos, bro. Remember that. They respect chaos. That's it. That's all.
It is story time. This is my first time reading this, so brace yourselves. I thought the grass was greener at another woman's house, and I foolishly left my wife for a month. My wife told me if I attended the Wednesday night church with her, I would come back home. I could come back home. Church was packed. The preacher, don't worry about going to hell. All the devils are here, and we're exposing these devils tonight. I should have bolted the door, but my wife wanted me there. Oh, I'm sorry, bolted for the door, but my wife wanted me there. The choir sang a haunting song. Truth cleanses the sin away. In parentheses, what the fuck? Now I knew why the church was packed. In therapy, you sit in a circle and tell your dirt. At Pastor's Wednesday Cleanse, your significant other tells your dirt. My wife testified about my affair and I felt so low. I wanted to melt in a puddle and slide under the door. I apologized with tears streaming down my face. She forgave me and I asked the congregation to pray for our marriage. I felt cleansed until two women accused my wife of sending nudes and offering blowjobs to their husbands. The men turned her down, so she didn't apologize. A third woman caught her man with my wife. During that woman's testimony, my wife shouted, "It ain't your turn, Brenda." Then my wife stood up and left, and she refuses to discuss this. Advice. Wait a
Man, what a funny twist to that story time. What are y'all teaching your sons, yo? What are y'all teaching your sons? Because y'all run around here teaching these kids that men are the only ones that's sick. That men are the only ones that's sick. And you know, it's more women out this mother other than anybody. So like that, they're the sick ones. So it's a lot of sick women, but y'all don't talk about the sick women. Y'all just want to talk about the men all day and the deadbeats and the abusers and this. So what do y'all tell y'all kids? What do y'all teach y'all sons about the women? Is this why we got so many weak men's that don't know how to lead?
Come from, I know some ones. What do y'all lace y'all sons up with? Light skin, dark skin, slim, fat? What are you telling your boys as you're raising them if you have no belief that any of this stuff I be talking about with us actually be going on? What you tell your sons? Because it ain't hard to look up. I've been saying this for the longest. They got whole TV shows where they show bitches on TV acting like, I'm 1,000% sure this your baby. 10,000. Look at the picture, Maury. Look at the picture, Maury. Look at the picture, Maury. They look just alike. The baby got his eyes. The baby got his eyes. The baby got his eyes. 2 seconds later, you are not the father. The man, the bitch crying. The man celebrating. Deep down, he really hurt because the bitch done tricked the fuck out of him. What y'all tell y'all son? That this just ain't going on? Whole TV shows with people. And then they got court shows. Not just entertainment shows, but these is actually court shows. Like courts in the United States of America. In your state, the bitches go up there. Judge, I want a divorce and I ain't been with nobody. 2 seconds later, all 3 of the kids don't belong to him. But females, don't be lying. Don't be tricking. Don't be cheating. Don't be... All I want to know, because I ain't got no problem with a bitch disagreeing with me. Believe what you want to believe. But what do y'all teach y'all sons? That this just don't go on? Oh, you never have to worry about that, son. Any woman you stick your dick in, we all tell the truth. You're never going to have to worry about a female lying on you. Sign every birth certificate every time. Be there. Never think about a paternity test. Just go through. All women are great. Wonderful. Magnificent. We don't lie. We don't try to date you for your money. We don't try to get over. All women are just pure. That's the way the good Lord made us. That's what y'all tell y'all sons.
Nah, Giselle Fox. Nah, we not over here. This channel don't praise nothing. We praise God over here. You know what I mean? Amen. Say it. Amen. We praise God over here. But I mean, I think I know what you're talking about, but that's not what we talking about today. Today we talking about what you teach your sons. Hopefully you teach your sons not to praise women. Praise God. You know what I mean? But that's what we talking about today. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, the chat, y'all could probably help her with that. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get back to what we talking about here today. We talking about what y'all teach y'all sons. Are y'all telling y'all sons how evil the women are? The majority of women, because y'all love to say some. No, it's only some. Y'all the majority. It's more y'all running around here than us. Plus, y'all get to raise us. We don't get to raise y'all, so it's not some, it's the majority. And until we address that and focus on that, we gonna be chasing our own tail. You know what I mean? We're gonna be chasing our own tail. But let's get back. So the young guys who maybe not don't have access to truth, they could see what's going on. So they won't blindly walk into one of these relationships with these modern women and get got. And then that'll be another young man walking around here angry. And y'all be talking about who damaged the women, who damaged the men. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. 'Cause the last time I checked, he raised by a woman, and then he get abused and used by a woman. So let's talk about that. That's what we're gonna talk about. Because that's what happens. You don't teach your kid about the dirt that women do. They go outside and they get took advantage of, and now they a monster. Now we got to worry about them shooting us, dummies.
Came in, revealing that despite Wanda's affairs,
You are the father. I told you that you were.
Larry
Every time you pass my live, you seem like I'm bashing women, because every time you pass my live, you still holding on to them lies. Why you still want to hold on to whole secrets? When you gonna go to some content on YouTube? So that means you always on YouTube. Then you shopping for content on YouTube. Yo, y'all should have let her. Oh yeah, let her stay. Let Aisha stay. You know what I mean? Because she's intrigued because she's always shopping on our channel for our information. You know what I mean? But yet and still, she think that's all we do is bash women. When we not even talking about bashing women today. We not even bashing women today. We talking about men lying and women telling bigger lies. That's what we talking about. So what's the problem? You don't like that? You're an adult, right? You call yourself a grown-up, right? So what's the problem? Grown-ups have these conversations. Grown-ups are not afraid of these conversations, man. Where the emotion coming in at, man? We got where you see emotions at? Cause here y'all go, y'all being with the fine, y'all so typical. Y'all got that typical black dummy mindset. I'm telling y'all that. This is me. Y'all new to me. My chat not new to me. So all of that y'all trying to do, all of that's not gonna work over here. It's not gonna work on me, man. Y'all showing a sign of y'all low self-esteem. Y'all have low self-esteem. You know what I mean? Y'all have low self-esteem. And we see this every day. We are used to y'all. We used to y'all. This is part of the show. Everybody know part of Mr. Goodbread's show is some flying roaches, hopping kangaroos, and jumping frogs gonna hop their ass into his chat like if they know what they talking about, and they all going off of feelings and emotions, and they don't know what they talking about. So y'all gonna make the entertainment. Everybody know that. You come here if you want to see some low self-esteem, bad boss chicks jump in this chat and get triggered. That's what everybody came here for. You made the show at 39 minutes in. You made the show. Let's get back to the scheduled program, yo. You gotta love them, bro. And those are the same women that are raising sons. That's all we asking. We asking those women today, what are they teaching their sons if everything I'm saying is wrong, or if everything I'm saying is bashing women? What are they teaching their sons, right? Every time I come past your channel, you're bashing women. Man, what are you teaching your sons? Because I'm not bashing women. I'm telling you the facts. I'm stating the facts, man. You know what I mean? So what are you teaching your sons again, man? You a wholesome, I'm a good moms. I'm a good moms. And you teaching your son what? Because school don't teach him this. So you send him to school and think school gonna cover what you don't teach. School don't teach him this. Emotions. I'm emotional, but you jump your stupid emotional ass in my chat first and then get stung and now I want to be a victim. Now I'm emotional. You see how that's how they play on the weak man's intelligence. That's how them niggas in Walmart that they be busting it wide open for. That's how they get them. That shit ain't gonna work over here, man. You got them other niggas tricked, sis.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us.
Now let's get back to this. And it's crazy because it's crazy, you know. I'm gonna tell you something, yo. Those are sisters right there, right? And you would think that they would try to attack me because, oh, you always talking about black women. But I made sure I crossed my T's and dotted my I's today, right? I got modern woman in the title. I got a white woman in the thumbnail. And look, they found something else. They found something else. they gonna always find something, yo. They gonna always find something to trigger themselves, with. Because they make it about them without making it about them. Message. They make everything about them without actually making it really about them, pouring into them. If they cared more about themselves like they care about our content and what we over here doing, they'd be good, bro. They wouldn't even be triggered.
Larry had fathered their babies.
The deception stuff with the lie detector test, that's something that's going to have to be worked on, because that just right there shows me I may not be able to trust her again.
Larry explains that the lies and infidelity are hard to swallow.
I mean, it's bad enough I didn't trust her, but after hearing so much deception of her, I mean...
And he isn't so sure if he's willing to work to mend their relationship back to health.
Is there anything that you haven't told him at this point?
Anything.
No, Mr. Patrick knows everything that happened that night.
Who can blame the guy? Michael Griffin versus Sheila Richmond.
Mr. Griffin, it's bad enough you sleeping around outside the marriage, but your wife's sister?
You would think you could leave your younger sister with your husband without having to worry they might get in each other's pants, right?
That was an honest mistake, Your Honor.
How long did this mistake
It lasted, I'd say, about 2 years.
2 years?
I know you.
This wasn't no mistake. This was...
Motherfucker, that ain't no mistake, my God. That was a trick move. That youngin', she was earning something. She earned it. She was earning it. She earned it.
It was a decision.
Mr. Griffin was a married man who had a 2-year affair with his wife's sister, Sheila, 33 long years ago.
For 2 years, you were sleeping with your wife's sister.
Yes.
Regularly?
Yes. Often. Very often.
He was in court to prove that Miss Richmond's daughter was produced by their affair.
30 years I've been knowing that she's my daughter.
You've never had a doubt?
Never had a doubt.
How can you be so sure?
That fools here.
While Sheila was adamant that he was not the father.
I did tell him that I was pregnant, but at the time he also knew I was, with other people.
He had been married for almost 10 years when the affair began.
She with the other people. That's them other people baby right there. That ain't even this man baby. You know that now. Now we know. Hoes, bro. And these be them 304 secrets that I be telling you about. They walk around here now disguised as a Christian. They got all them whole secrets, bro. God saw that. God saw that, and you ain't repent that. You ain't repent that, right? You think you repented that, right? But you ain't repent that, right? Because you scared to address them whole secrets. You scared to address them. Only way to repent is to address them. You can't suppress them. Y'all think that y'all can suppress them. Y'all can't suppress them whole secrets. But the grandpa left y'all. The grandpa left y'all. The grandpa left the crib. Grandpa left the home. Fuck out of here, yo. Y'all is professional side chicks.
So you all had known each other for an extended amount of time.
It continued for 2 years, where the two would sneak off regularly to get it on, using no protection.
He was taking me home from when I used to go over to their house.
He would pick her up from her house to visit her sister, do the deed, and act like nothing happened.
Not thinking, just being wild at that time of my age.
She owned the fact
you was being nasty. That's what you was doing. You was being nasty, and it was lucrative. It was money in it. You know that old man was greasing your palms. That's why y'all youngins, y'all like them old mans. Y'all don't like them in y'all age because we ain't got it. We ain't got it, shit. And I'll tell you faster than a heart, man. I ain't got it. You like them old mans, though. I remember when I was young. Yeah, I used to love them cab drivers in New York. They used to love them cab drivers. The girls our age, bro. Man, we used to be good on game until we got outside and the little African cab driver, the African nigga too. That's when you knew. That's when I knew hypergamy don't discriminate. Hypergamy ain't looking for no cute or beautiful or pretty. Hypergamy looking for money. I knew back then. I said, look at this old dusty bitch here. She gonna go slide with the African 32-year-old. We 17, 18 and shit. Like, what the fuck going on here? From back then, I knew, guys. And y'all better stop letting these little girls that been on fucking birth control, they parents put them on birth control at 12. And y'all stop getting tricked by those girls, man. Word up, bro.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Parents knew she was a hoe from back in the days, and y'all go let her trick y'all, bro. Come on, man.
That she had let her feelings get the best of her.
I was in love.
You had worked yourself up that you was in love with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Falling in love with Mr. Griffin as a 21-year-old and recognized that what happened was childish and downright foolish.
I was very selfish for years, and I didn't want to deal with my past, but I wasn't thinking about your life, and I'm sorry.
Their affair quickly came to an end after she got pregnant.
We didn't hardly see each
She
other.
was trying to hide it from her stepsister.
They lost contact and hadn't seen each other until this very day in court.
I'm sorry, and I wish I had been there for you.
Well, the whole thing blew over since it turned out that she really wasn't really his daughter.
You are not her father.
Miss Richmond vowed to do whatever.
God damn. So now who y'all gonna team up on now? Who y'all gonna team up on now? Because y'all should have beef. She was sleeping with your mans. No, matter of fact, that's the daughter. That's the child of her hoish behavior. So now the child don't have a father. The child don't have a father. Sad shit, bro.
It takes to find her actual father.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna have to help her find it because I got names for her. So
Taylor Holthaus versus Carl Chenault.
How did you end up with your girlfriend's daughter?
Yep, you heard it right. His girlfriend's 18-year-old daughter.
Let's start out as
God damn, yo. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We going straight in today. We got the worst of the worst. We got the worst of the worst today, bro. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's go.
text message, Your Honor. A word was misspelled.
After receiving a misspelled text from Taylor asking, "Are you coming?" he sure got the wrong idea.
My mom was sitting right beside me when I texted him this. I was asking when he's going to come over.
She hadn't thought about being intimate with him, but after Carl called...
Actually, she wanted to go out and have a good time with me.
And you said, sure. Did you ever think in your mind this is inappropriate?
She hesitated, but accepted his invitation. So...
I snuck out of my grandma's house that night.
The selfish behavior in these women don't allow them to think logically. Remember, birds of a feather flock together until you put a penis in the cage.
We went to a park.
So romantic. He did come.
She had on tight clothing, little skirt, breast out.
And that he couldn't resist. Their sexual relationship lasted almost 6 months.
When she's not there, she left to go somewhere. Sometimes when she's sleeping.
He was sleeping with both Taylor and her mother during this time.
In her house?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now you know that's just nasty.
They had even been caught with Carl's pants down and Taylor getting ready to go down on
She caught me standing in front of her, my pants unzipped.
Carl came clean to Taylor's mother and confessed.
She kind of manipulated both of us, saying that I told her about what we did and I never said anything.
She didn't kick him to the curb, though.
I'm guessing, hoping she throws you out at this point.
Actually, Your Honor, no.
They're still together.
Were you all?
Low self-esteem. Now, low self-esteem right there. God damn, yo. Guys, I showed y'all, we also got the shirt. We also got our signature shirt, guys, because they play dumb with the cum. Hashtag that, guys. They play dumb with the cum. So we do not give them the cum up. No more. because they play dumb with the cum, guys.
Also still sleeping with her mother during that time.
Yes.
To make matters worse, Taylor's mother was pregnant by him around the same time she got pregnant.
My sister is Mr. Chenaud's daughter.
Though she was sleeping with another man at the time.
Whose child do you think
It could have been two guys, Mr. Chenaud and another guy.
So it was anybody's guess who the actual father was.
Now you have a 10-month-old child by Mr. Chenaud,
Yes.
and you may have a 3-month-old grandchild who's also your child's half-sibling.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Taylor's mother sat in the witness chair telling the story of how she met Carl 20.
So y'all think keeping this man baby gonna keep him? Y'all think keeping this man baby gonna keep him? Man, this shit don't have a color. This evil don't.
20 years ago.
Wow. If you've known her on and off for 20 years, then you knew Miss Holdhouse when she was a baby.
Can this story get any worse?
I also helped raise her.
This just keeps getting nastier.
She breaks down in tears as the two lovebirds reveal that they had been intimate just a few months ago.
The last time we were intimate, Your Honor, was about September.
But when asked whether or not they're willing to take a lie detector test to see whether or not they're still sleeping together.
Are we willing to consent to the lie detector test?
No, Your Honor, I won't.
How about you, ma'am?
They both refused. Suspicious. Well, it turned out that he wasn't actually the father. So they could breathe a sigh of relief.
Wait a minute. He wasn't even. Yo, so there's another participant in that story, yo. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. But guys, man, you can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. Modern men tell the most lies, but modern women tell the biggest lies. Those are some big lies today, you know what I mean? And I told you, I explained to you why men gotta tell these lies. Men tell these lies because you women control access to the fish hole. You see? That's why y'all can't play dumb with the cum, because y'all control access to sex. You know what I mean? And as long as a man don't grape and break into your store, you open that door, man. You open that door. You let that man come on in there, man.
Have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you. It doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
Another thing about these lies, right? Men lies hurt individuals, right? But women lies hurt generations. So let that sit with you. And lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody supposed to be lying. We all supposed to be removing falsehood running around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Remember, there's two types of liars, guys. There's a liar that don't know they lying because they just been fed bad information and we suffer for the lack of knowledge. And a lot of y'all is that. Y'all inadvertent liars, but you still a liar. And lying lips is still an abomination. And then you have those blatant liars. Those blatant liars are more towards those older women. I need y'all to understand how Lilith was a much older woman, much older spirit than Eve, y'all. And that's that dynamic you get with these older women. They ain't out here teaching these younger women nothing, bro. They out here competing with these younger women to keep them stupid, bro. All right? Remember that. My sisters with sense. Anything an old woman tell you, you go put the footwork to, put the research to it, make sure that the shit true. Because a lot of them benefit from playing a victim. A lot of them benefit from being a victim, but nobody really benefits from being a victim. Victimhood is temporary feel good. It's not sustainable. Understand that. You know what I mean? Waiting for somebody, waiting on somebody. A lot of them waiting on God. They waiting on God to give them something. And that's not believable. That's not how that story works. All right? But if she's talking like this woman right here that we're about to play, you get the fuck away from her, yo.
See, I was minding my own business. I was going to eat some yogurt and have a good day, but now I got to put this yogurt down, break out a parade rest, and pop to attention so I can address some foolishness. Why is this man, several different men, once again, in my comments talking about you older women are bitter and you're alone and you're lonely? Okay, y'all, hang on a second. I got this. First of all, we left you guys, you weak men, to have some peace before your sad selves tried to break us into pieces. For those of us, unfortunately, who were broken into pieces, God put us back together. And so we stronger and we smarter and we're more valuable than we were before. But let me tell you something. If you see us on the beaches in Santorini and Mykonos, I promise you, we ain't thinking about none of y'all. We ain't missing you at all. We're thinking about what a great time we're having with that peace of mind, with our own money, and no foolishness. See, our lives are not about the drama anymore that you all bring because you're too weak in your masculinity to man up and do what you need to do in order to have a good woman like us. You see this gray? LAW. Life and wisdom. Are you looking at me? Baby, I don't want you. Because I understand my worth. I got high self-esteem, high confidence, and I grind every day.
Man, ma'am, you can have all that stuff that you mentioned, but in the dating market, where the rules of the game is a little bit different, that shit don't mean nothing, man. You better go sit your stupid ass down. That's why you ain't got no man. You got all that, but you ain't got no man. Come on now, miss. Sit down. The reason why you never gonna find happiness, sustain long-term happiness, you might be happy right now, but you're not gonna find long-term, long sustainable happiness because you're too damn selfish. And a lot of y'all too selfish. Y'all make everything about y'all. And the only way to sustain long-term happiness, fulfillment, is to do things for other people. When you do stuff for other people, that happiness is long lasting, dummy. But you keep being selfish, keep making everything about you, keep acting like somebody took something from you when you never even worked for anything. Keep acting like somebody pulling you down when you never even built yourself up. Sister, y'all need to stop taking in all that information that them old victims then gave y'all, and y'all need to really put the work in on self so that y'all could win and stop pretending to win or stop pretending that somebody is holding you back from winning. You looking bad out here. You looking bad out here, and us real men, we tired of y'all blaming them weak brothers that y'all raised. Them weak brothers that your friend, your homegirl friend raised. That's who y'all keep blaming this shit on. And we tired of hearing y'all, yo. We tired of hearing, we don't want y'all. So y'all stun on them. But we tired of that shit, yo. Shut up or pour work in on you. All right? Stop trying to manipulate people to play let's pretend. Nobody want to play let's pretend. That's why these men running around here lying. These men running around here on eggshells for your little fish hole. Guys, yo, we gonna go on and wrap the show up. But sister right here, because this is a battle between the women. I want y'all to know that. This is a battle between the older women and the younger women on the internet. I just chimed in on it. But it's going down between the older women and the younger women, bro.
When did y'all start hating black men so much? Like, when did that become a thing? I mean, all we hear all the time, all day long, is how much we can't stand black men. They're the worst things on earth. They're the worst fathers. They're the worst providers. They don't protect us. They don't love us. They don't care for us. They don't do this. It's like, enough is enough. Because half the stuff that is being said is not even truthful. It's not even truthful. The one that gets me the most is how women say that black men, they all got kids. All of them got a bunch of kids. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because in the United States of America, black men, not even half have children. Less than half have children. So when we talk about that, that's a lie. They also say that black men are the worst fathers. That's a lie as well. We saw the stats. It came out and said that black fathers are the most involved fathers out of all race, the most involved fathers. So we're like, that's a lie, right? Another big misconception about us black men not protecting women, especially black women. You know how many black men are in prison right now for protecting a woman, a black woman at that, who probably put him in danger to protect her? I'm just over the black man hate train. And I just wish we as black women could be more respectful of black men, because we hate black men the most. Us, black women, we hate them the most. That's all we spit out. We can't talk about what anybody else hates black people. No, we as black women hate them the most. And that's the problem right there. Like, I'm over it. I really am.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation. I'm sorry, but it has to be said. These older women who are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s want to be seen so bad and want attention that they're in competition with these younger girls. These women wasted their years, wasted their youth, and are doing any and everything to be seen, and they're not teaching the young girls. So instead of teaching the young girls to do better, you're trying to compete with her. You're in denial that you're getting older. You're doing things with your body, thriving for attention, over-sexualizing yourself at that age, all because you don't want to accept the fact that you mess up your life. They don't have husbands, which they really wanted. They're realizing that, oh wow, I'm at an age where nobody's checking for me. The men are not checking for me at 50, 60 years old, unfortunately. They're looking at the younger women who do desire marriage, who do desire to have children, who are not just out here. So instead of, again, I'm going to try to find a way to be seen and encourage the young girls to do what I'm doing because I don't want them to surpass me. That's what's actually happening. These older women are sitting around telling the young girls, no, girl, live your life, do you, because you're intimidated by her. You don't want her to do better than you. You don't want her to have a chance. You want the chance because you see the men are looking at the younger girls. The men are more attractive and more desirable of the younger women. And it's sad. This is the reality of where we are. The older generation is jealous and intimidated and in competition with the younger generation. And it's unfortunate.
And that's a fact right there, bro. You see how the older lady laughed right there? She laughed. Like, why laugh? If y'all got all these accomplishments like that other older ladies had, why you not teaching that? Why you not teaching that? Why you not giving back to the community? Right? Why you not giving back? Because you selfish. And that's why that happiness don't last long. See how that work? I don't make up shit. Y'all just connect the dots. Y'all play life by this cookie cutter sheet template. Mm-mm. You can't hide from this. This is psychological truth right here. So that's why I tell y'all can argue with the facts. How you feel is not the facts, bro. And how you feel belong to you. And y'all mama should have taught y'all that. We got our own feelings. Don't nobody be wanting your feelings, so keep them.
See, I was minding my own business. I was going to eat some yogurt and have a good day, but now I got to put this yogurt down, break out a parade rest, and pop to attention so I can address some foolishness. Why is this man, several different men, once again, in my comments talking about you older women are bitter and you're alone and you're lonely? Okay, y'all, hang on a second. I got this. First of all, we left you guys, you weak men, to have some peace before your sad selves tried to break us into pieces. For those of us, unfortunately, who were broken into pieces, God put us back together. And so we stronger and we smarter and we're more valuable than we were before. But let me tell you something. If you see us on the beaches in Santorini and Mykonos, I promise you, we ain't thinking about none of y'all. We ain't missing you at all. We're thinking about what a great time we're having with that peace of mind, with our own money, and no foolishness. See, our lives are not about the drama anymore that you all bring because you're too weak in your masculinity to man up and do what you need.
No, she said, any more. You heard her. She said, any more. It's crazy, guys. But we're going to go on and wrap this show on up, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life. We do this for the culture, y'all.
not just my delivery. It hurts your feelings to know that all this time you thought your mother or your father had it figured out, and they did not. They raised you in a way that has you conditioned to believe that.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm playing. I played myself. All the way played myself, guys. I was supposed to. I got one more piece. I got the main event. How about to go somewhere without the main event, yo? The real work. The real work. Them lies that y'all tell yourself. Let's go over a couple of them lies that y'all tell yourself. You know what I mean? Couple of lies that y'all tell yourself. And I got a chance to court this Caribbean vibes. Caribbean vibes stink. Caribbean vibes stink, yo. This is one of them fat old West Indian women that she just felt entitled. These are the most narcissistic. Them Caribbean women, y'all got to be careful with them women. Them women believe in voodoo and they very narcissistic, yo. And they like lies. Word up. You know what I mean? My tooth don't got shit to do with you being 60-something years old and no, and miserable. And miserable. I know a woman that traded in her husband because he could not buy her a bag. I know a woman who traded in her husband because he could not buy her a handbag, bro. Traded in her whole husband, and now she wish she ain't do that. Now she wish she ain't do that. Because nobody take her serious. Nobody take her serious anymore.
You don't actually have to comment anything negative about what I know and about what people praise me on knowing. Y'all hop on my, oh, she got on, why she got that on? You could actually just grind hard, and if you feel like, you know, you want to get your body done or you want to go to the gym and work out, you know, you have the same access to the same resources that all the rest of us do. You could change your diet and eat no carbs like I do. You can go under the knife and go get yourself together that way by stacking you up some bread to be able to pay for that. Or you can go pay for a trainer, or hell, you can go just get with a group of friends that's motivated to go work out and work your ass. You don't actually have to come on my page and be bothered by nothing you see, because I don't ask a bitch to come here. But all of this stuff is reflective of your esteem about self. It's the same when you see dudes and they looking at other dudes, and because the nigga done pulled up and he got all his money or his jewels on, you hear niggas saying, well, I don't know why they be buying all that stuff. You could just mind your business. Or you can go buy the stuff too, or you can worry about it not because it ain't your money.
Yeah, she strategically did that because she know that a lot of you with low self-esteem who don't look as good as she do in that bathing suit gonna have something to say. That's how y'all tell on yourself. When you don't like something about you, you quick to identify that about somebody else. It's a psychology trick that when you read books and you study social studies and how people work and how they operate, you'll learn certain tricks that you could just throw out there. You could throw a name out there. Like I could say Candace Owens and get y'all to give me your opinion on her, and then I could tell exactly your mentality. You get what I'm saying? See, that's all. And it was very fast. Soon as y'all seen her, those of y'all that never seen that clip automatically went into self-esteem mode. Those of y'all that feel highly about yourself, y'all applauded her. Y'all was like, she look good. That girl look good. You know what I mean? Those of you that's not too fond of yourself, y'all immediately went into what can I say to make her feel bad because I feel bad about my fucking self. Bingo. It works every single time. Works every single time, y'all. Mind you, she was also marketing a bathing suit that one of her followers made. Like, if you guys make me something, if you guys are creators in my chat, not just consumers, right? And you make something or you have a product and you send it or mail it to me, bro, I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it. You know what I mean? And it don't matter who see me wearing it, whatever I wear the shit. You made it and I wore it. So that's what she doing. One of her supporters make design clothes, and they made her a bathing suit. But in any event, let's get to the main event, bro. That was too much explaining for y'all, but I appreciate y'all. That's the only reason why. Let's get to 15 things, 15 lies you tell yourself, bro. 15 lies you tell yourself, and you can argue with the facts. I told you, bro. I'm your brother. I'm not your friend or none of that, yo. I'm your brother, so I don't got to lie to you. I get to slap you in your head, and I'll tell moms. I'll tell moms for you, all right? I ain't here to kill you. I'm here to teach you. This is also that information that you're gonna get when you become a member. You know what I mean? Guys, I got a version of this same video, but it's longer. It's gonna be on the membership, so don't worry about it. This the freebie. But it's the similar style. But this the freebie version. If you sign up to become a member, you'll have access to the original version by tonight, along with a whole bunch of other great quality, you know what I mean, reinvention tools. That's what I'm gonna call them. They're reinvention tools. If you do not want to stay the same, if you do not like the way your life look, your situation look, and you want better, then you do better. You'd invest in yourself. That's all.
This is your moment of truth, where you stop fooling yourself and start forging a path to real success. These are 15 lies you keep telling yourself. A true classic. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the favorite word of the procrastinator and the enemy of progress. Every time
You heard that? The favorite word of the procrastinator and the enemy of progress. Tomorrow. Those are bars right there. That's bars. You're gonna play that back.
This is your moment of truth, where you stop fooling yourself and start forging a path to real success. These are 15 lies you keep telling yourself. A true classic. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the favorite word of the procrastinator and the enemy of progress. Every time you say this, you're not delaying a task, you're delaying your life, your dreams. Success doesn't wait for those who delay. It's a train that only stops for those ready to board today, not tomorrow. The truth is, there's never a perfect time to start, but the best time is always now. Embrace the discomfort of starting, because this is how you get from one day to day one. Take the thing you keep saying you'll do tomorrow and do the smallest version possible today. For example,
Facts, guys. You do not have to know how the whole entire course is going to look to take the first step. Take the first step and gain the experience of taking the first step, then take the next step, gain it, and go. As you go, you're going to get it. As you go, you're going to get it. You're not going to, don't be the person that have you waiting to have all your eggs in your basket, bro. You're going to miss your opportunity like that. Bro, I could have sat back and waited till I had all of this and all of that, you know what I mean, for this YouTube joint. I said, no, I'm going to go and I'm going to just do it. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all are scared because y'all don't want to be embarrassed. People going to talk about you. People going to say something, and y'all fear, the fear of embarrassment and of failure start to creep in, and then it'll get y'all to not even do nothing. Whole time you had a good idea, wasn't $1 million idea, because $1 million idea is not $1 million until that idea gets you $1 million. But you had a good idea and never even attempted it.
today. For example, if you say you'll start eating healthy from tomorrow, go buy the ingredients to cook healthy meals today. If you say you'll hit the gym tomorrow, well, go get the subscription today. You don't have to stay at the gym, just go and sign up, and then you can leave. There's always a small step you can take at any given point. But the fact it's so small is what makes it elusive.
That's a fact, guys. And what I normally call that is, I say, buy the groceries now. If you buy the groceries now, you can make the pot anytime you want because you already got the groceries. So buy all the groceries. Get the groceries out the way. You ain't got to get the groceries, then start cooking. Prepare yourself. Get the groceries, have the groceries, and then when you're ready to do it, boom, you got it there. Boom. It's going to make it that much easier.
Don't have enough time or energy. That's a lie that's pretty easy to believe, right? You think you don't have the time, but the reality is you're not making time. 24 hours. Billionaires, athletes, and geniuses all have the same amount as you do. The difference lies in prioritization and efficiency. And look, okay, we get it. You came home late. Maybe you've got chores that need to be done. You've got other responsibilities. And when you're done with the day, you just want to lay down. But here's the brutal reality. If you're serious about change and success, you'll make time, not excuses. What you're really saying.
And that's a fact, guys. I told you that yesterday in yesterday's live. And these joints be all connected. And they get very repetitive, bro. And they need to be repetitive because the nonsense and the stupid shit was taught to you on a repetitive level. So now the good stuff need to be just as repetitive so we could rebeat that dumb shit out of your mind. But I told you this yesterday, guys. You know what I mean?
Saying to yourself isn't that you don't have the time. What you're saying is, it's not a priority to me right now. If you're on.
Exactly. You want to be tired. I told you the successful people, they take advantage when the unsuccessful people is not trying to take advantage. So when you come home from work, yes, you did your 9 to 5. But the really successful folks, the ones that's not faking it till they make it and pretending they winning, they still create 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours to pour into themselves, to to pour into their goals, to do what they got to do to open up another stream of income. Yes, we went to work too, just like you. Yes, we got the same 24 hours just like you, but we're going to create the time. So that we don't have the time is not even in our vocabulary. And you got to normalize that way of thinking.
Honest with yourself, you'll realize you do actually have plenty of time. It's too late to change. This is your fear talking, okay? It's not fact. It is never too late to change. The only expiry date on change is the one that you set for yourself. Think of all the successful people who've started late and still left an indelible mark on this world. Age is just a number, okay? And change is always possible. What matters most is the determination to pursue change, regardless of the stage of life you're in. Don't let the fear of being too late rob you of the opportunity to evolve, grow, and reach your potential. Start now, and a year from now, you'll be grateful you did. I'm not good enough. Not good enough compared to whom? You're measuring yourself with someone else's ruler.
And that's a fact. Stop looking over at other people. You know what I mean? Y'all measures other people level 30 at your start. You looking over and you see all you see is that person level 30. You don't see and you don't compare yourself to that person at your start because you don't see them at your start. You going and you looking and seeing them already about to win or on the cusp of winning. So now you compare yourself to them and you go all into a depression and now you start downing yourself. That's that low self-esteem. Either you're going to hate on him or you're going to down yourself. There's no balance anymore. Nobody has that in the middle. You either going to hate on the person that you feel it should have been you. You know what I mean? You're going to either hit them with a it should have been you, or you're going to go into depression and start doubting yourself, beating yourself up.
The only comparison you need is with who you were yesterday.
Right.
Every individual's journey is unique. Your only competition should be your past self. But you know this. You've heard this explanation time and time again, so here's something more interesting to think about. Very few people in this world are actually extremely good at what they're doing. Very few are pioneers or industry leaders pushing that needle forward. Most people are just okay, and they're doing just fine. So when you think about it like this, the bar you need to hit is not that high at all, especially when you're actually putting in a bit of effort. Everyone can be good enough at anything. Don't fool yourself. I can't make a difference. This is a defeatist attitude, okay? And it is.
That's a fact, especially if you're a righteous fed, if you're a good bred, if you're a sister with sense, you already know. Just giving me your attention makes a difference. Just giving me your view. And it's so cliche. It's so cliche. But just giving me your viewership, giving me your attention is doing everything. You helping. You know what I mean? You helping. It's a total team effort over here, for real. Total team effort. Those of you that like and share the content, that's contributing. That's contributing. That's doing something. That's helping. You know what I mean? So you guys gotta think highly of yourself. And you gotta analyze what y'all doing on a daily. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all y'all don't analyze what y'all do. Y'all don't keep track of what y'all do. So y'all don't know.
It's beneath you. Every big change starts with one person deciding to make a difference. You don't need to change the world overnight. Start small, impact one life, one community, and watch the ripple effect. Your actions, no matter how small, can have a significant impact. Don't underestimate the power of a single step, a single action. Be the change you wish to see, and slowly but surely, you'll start making a difference.
There you go. There you go. That's the message. That's the bar right there. Be the change you want to see. Be the change. That's all.
One that's much bigger than you initially thought possible. The question you need to be asking yourself is not, can I start an avalanche? But first, how do I make a snowball?
Exactly. Stop with this instant gratification. Stop with this instant gratification stuff. Nothing instant gratification wise is worth it. You know what I mean? Everything gonna come with a process. Trust the process. Learn before you earn.
I need to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion, and chasing
Right.
it is a fast track to nowhere. It's a
Right.
trap, a clever guise for fear of criticism.
Exactly. Do you see what social media got all the women chasing? Social media got all the women inadvertently chasing perfection. This is why they all run their ass behind that filter. That's the Lilith mirror too. Y'all go look it up. They run their ass behind that filter. Every fucking month, the census is putting out the most beautifulest girl in America. So it's got them all running to try to look like that woman because the America said that's the most beautifulest woman. You see how that's working? And that's how social media was. That's what social media was designed to do. Have people chasing perfection. And it's not even about perfection. Shit about honesty. Shit about falsehood and removing falsehood. But the perfection got people willing to lie if they could look perfect. People are trading their ability to tell the truth if they look unperfect. Crazy, bro. But you can't make this shit up.
And fear of failure. But here's the truth. Imperfection is totally human, and it's where the growth happens. Your quirks, your missteps, they make you who you are. Striving for excellence is commendable, but when it morphs into perfectionism, it becomes crippling. Embrace the good enough and keep improving. Remember, done is better than perfect. It's the
Facts.
work you complete and the efforts you make that build your path to success, not the unattainable standards of perfection. For as long as you strive for perfection, trust us, you're not going to get anything done because nothing will feel like it's done and ready to release into the world. So you just won't. I'll be happy when I'm rich. Look, happiness isn't waiting for you at the end of the wealth rainbow. If you can't
That's a fact, yo. Cause let me tell you something. The more money, the more problems gonna come. So you know what I mean. It's not always about the more money and being rich. I mean, trust me, being rich comes with a whole new set of problems, and y'all barely could deal with the problems y'all get when you don't got money. So just think about it, bro. I'm just telling you.
find happiness in your journey, riches are not going to deliver it on your doorstep. Wealth amplifies your current state. If you're
Bingo.
unhappy now, more money is only going to magnify that unhappiness. Find joy in the little things, the process, the small victories. Happiness is a state of being, not a possession. It's cultivated daily in moments, not in milestones.
Exactly. You see why that lady that ran off, you see why that old lady, you look, let me play it again. This is why you know she fronting. Psychologically, you know she fronting because we know women and men were put here to be companions. You know what I mean? Biologically, it is not normal. It is not normal to not want a hug from a man. You ain't got to be married. You ain't got to do all that. I ain't say you got to do all that. But it is not normal to hate the opposite gender, to not want to be and love on the opposite gender. That's not normal. Somewhere down the line, somebody put some in you. Somebody put some evilness in you.
See, I was minding my own business. I was going to eat some yogurt and have a good day, but now I got to put this yogurt down, break out a parade rest, and pop to attention so I can address some foolishness. Why is this man, several different men, once again, in my comments talking about you older women are bitter and you're alone and you're lonely? Okay, y'all, hang on a second. I got this. First of all, we left you guys, you weak men, to have some peace before your sad selves tried to break us into pieces. For those of us, unfortunately, who were broken into pieces, God put us back together. And so we stronger and we smarter and we're more valuable than we were before. But let me tell you something. If you see us on the beaches in Santorini and Mykonos, I promise you, we ain't thinking about none of y'all. We ain't missing you at all. We're thinking about what a great time we're having with that peace of mind, with our own money, and no foolishness. See, our lives are not about the drama anymore that you all bring because you're too weak in your masculinity to man up and do what you need to do in order to have a good woman like us. You see this gray? LAW. Life and wisdom. Are you looking at me? Baby, I don't want you. Because I understand my worth. I got high self-esteem, high confidence, and I grind every day.
Now let's listen to what happiness is.
Wealth amplifies your current state. If you're unhappy now, more money is only going to magnify that unhappiness. Find joy in the little things, the process, the small victories. Happiness is
See, and the small victories are the life problems. The small victories, right, are the relationships. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's it. Your self-esteem, confidence. That's what the life problems is. But if you don't figure out the money problems, you're never gonna get to the life problems. Or if you take too long figuring out the money problems, by the time you get to the life problems, you ain't worth a damn. Because that's what the life problems is, relationships and stuff like that. That you can't just use money to throw that at. You can't use money to throw that at. And that's where these educated women, these educated lames are running into a, you know what I mean? They already ran into the wall, but now they running into another wall because it's like, damn, I thought I was special.
a state of being, not a possession. It's cultivated daily in moments, not in milestones. As we talked about before, we believe that money 100% solves most of everyone's problems, and problems can definitely make you unhappy. But a lack of problems isn't going to magically make you inherently happy, no. We hope this makes sense to you because it's really important to figure out.
Yeah, more money means more problems. So if you're not a problem solver, you know what I mean? You're gonna be using the money to problem solve, which you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be broke real quick, real quick. Now, I mean, you got to remember, money buys peace, and peace buys happiness. So you got to use the money to buy your security. Then once you're secure, you're happy. I'll break that down, but that's a whole nother life.
It's too hard to achieve my dreams. Hard? Yes. Impossible? No. This lie is a comfort zone, a buffer against your fear of failure. But ask yourself truly, what's harder? The pain of regret or the pain of hard work?
Exactly.
Dreams demand sacrifice, risk, and grit. They require you to push beyond the limits that you've set for yourself. Embrace the challenge, savor the struggle. It's the essence of a fulfilling journey. Every great achievement in history was once deemed impossible. Break your dream down into actionable steps and start climbing one hard-fought step at a time.
Facts.
I don't need help. Pride?
This that shit right there. They get that from their moms. I ain't come to make friends. I came to win. And then they never win. They lose big. And they make no friends either. So they ain't got no friends and they still lost. Dumb. And this is that. I'm moving in silence. Moving in silence, bruh. If God ain't make no perfect people, then that lets you know you're gonna need people, bro. Be careful. You might be moving in silence towards somebody that have that piece to your missing, that missing piece to your puzzle. That's all I'm gonna say. So keep moving nothing in silence because it sounds cute. And that's what all of the sheep is running around here saying. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Be my guest.
Meet fall. This lie is an ego trap. No one ever achieved greatness all by themselves. Even the mightiest have mentors, supporters, and teams. Admitting you need help is not a weakness. It is a strength, my friend. It's acknowledging that you value progress over pride. Collaboration, advice, and support can propel you forward, providing insights and perspectives you might miss on your own. Be open to assistance, welcome to guidance, and embrace the collective wisdom of those around you. Remember, the lone wolf might walk fast, but the pack walks far.
That's a fact, guys. I told you that before too. If you want to go, go alone. If you want to get there, go alone. If you want to go far, tribe up, grab a pack. And that's what we did here at the Righteous Fair. That's what we did here at the Righteous Fair. I could have went by myself. Hell yeah, I could have went by myself and would have been at the front of this channel like one of them big head content creators over there in them other spheres. But no, I said I'm gonna come drag some brothers with me. This gonna be a total team effort. Ain't no way we gonna sit here and see Kevin Samuels, hoarder of the torch, get knocked off, and then that fear just went left. So we saw that, right? We saw that movie, and then we go and repeat that same shit. No, we got to make a sphere. We got to make a righteous sphere where it's no one big head leader, where we all is important. We all get to check each other. So we all got a torch, right? So when they knock Mr. Goodbread down, that fire is still lit in the righteous sphere. You know what I mean? That fire is still lit. You got a lot of good bread you're gonna have to knock off before the righteous fair go down. You got a hell of a lot of it ain't even going down, yo. Y'all can forget about it. y'all roaches, y'all know y'all fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? I just want y'all to know that. y'all know, Mr. Goodbread is here to stay. He here to stay.
You wasn't hate when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck the son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his ass. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want look. All you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddammit talking about preach it, preacher, preach it, preacher. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker.
I must always be strong. It's not resilience. This is a recipe for burnout.
Exactly. So, ladies, y'all not designed to always be strong. Soften up, ladies. Ladies, soften up. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable, ladies. Return back to your femininity. We need y'all because we ask a lot of questions to our feminine chicks. Our sisters with sense know what I'm talking about. A masculine man gonna always check down with a submissive feminine female. He gonna check with her real quick, like, cause her opinion kickstarts our journey. You know what I mean? Her opinion kickstarts our journey. Yes, we gonna make the last decision at the end of this journey, but a feminine, submissive woman kickstarts. So she got a lot of lead in our leadership. Just understand that. Just know that. But you could soften up. You don't got to be hard. You don't got to be a rock wilder. You don't got to be that all day, man. You know what I mean? Get out of those environments. Get out of those environments, because sometimes y'all place yourself in environments where you got to be there. You know what I mean? Get out of those environments. Stay out of those environments. You know what I mean? It's an honor. It's a superpower. You see how Rudy, they think I'm crazy and I'm retarded. The minute I saw that, my eyes just attracted to that. And you saw how you saw this simp eyes just got on like submissive woman. What? Submissive women? They don't understand how that's a superpower. It's a superpower. It's an absolute superpower. And he says, submissive women? Wait. That shit like that's rare. The virtue. Wait, where? wait. Niggas got hype. Shit, chat about to get you.
Constant strength is unsustainable and unrealistic. It's okay to have moments of weakness, to feel vulnerable or unsure. These moments don't diminish your strength, they humanize you. It's in acknowledging and working through these vulnerabilities that true resilience is built. Allow yourself the grace to be human, to rest, to recharge. It's in these pauses that you gather the strength to forge ahead with more vigor and determination. Strength isn't about being unbreakable, it's about knowing that even when you break, you can still pick yourself back up again and keep on going.
Facts.
Failure is not an option. Look, okay, this mindset will paralyze you. Failure isn't just an option. Look, it is an inevitable part of the journey to success. The fear of failure is far more damaging than the failure itself. You need to be okay with the idea of failure and comfortable with yourself if you do indeed fail, which you probably will at some point. This will liberate you from the pressure of failure instilled within you. I can't be successful and have a balanced life. Why not? Who wrote that rule? This is an unnecessary choice imposed by a misguided belief system. And we've fallen victim to this ourselves in the past, truth be told. But you see, balance doesn't mean compromising success. It means integrating all aspects of your life. It's about finding harmony between work, passion, relaxation, and relationships.
And it mean understanding that it don't last long, bro. The grind don't last long. That's why you got to get with women that think logical. When you tell a chick like, yo, I might need 6 months to be 80-10, 90-10, where I can only give you 10% of my attention, but I got to get the 90% up. And then you got to be able to show it now, because you gotta have something to show for your 90% being on your purpose. A lot of y'all want to neglect attention from being with her, and then y'all purpose don't pan out nothing. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure your purpose pan out to something. That's your pride and joy. That's your bread and butter. That's your go ahead, step off if you want to step off. That's your if you want to get fly, you get fly. You know what I mean? And go. That's what that is. So you want to make sure that's your A100. You know what I mean? All the time, guys. And you got to understand that you're always supposed to be micromanaging that. You always want to be looking for a way to let that shit run on autopilot. You don't always want to be active income in it. You want to find ways to turn your active income into passive income, because that's the only way to get out of poverty. That's the only way to really get wealthy. You know what I mean? Nobody that's just getting money, making active income is getting rich. It doesn't work like that. You got to add some of that passive income along with that active income. And it ain't going to happen until you learn how to delegate your time. You're going to have to miss a couple of events. You're going to have to neglect. My dad, you know what I'm talking about. You're going to have to get with women that understand it's our job to be on the outside. It's our job to be on the outside. It's not our job to be in the house playing babysitter. You know what I mean? It's our job to be on the outside. So you might have to not be involved in your kids' upbringing as much as you want to be. You know what I mean? But she got to have that long-term thinking and get it. She got to understand, like, all right, so we taking a 5-year hit where he's appearing to be a deadbeat, but that 5 years sacrifice is so that for the next 20 years, we ain't got to be in poverty. We ain't got to be faking it till we make it like the rest of these families. I want to fake it for right now. I want to fake it so bad. I want to keep up with these bitches so bad. And my man want to play stingy. He want to be stingy. Listen, man, bear down with your Walmart dude, because you picked them. Bear down till he come up. Y'all be the ones making these funny sayings up and these flashy sayings. Stay down till the nigga come up. Y'all think y'all the only ones be down? Y'all not the only ones that's down. Y'all match with another nigga that's down. That's evenly yoked right there. That's evenly yoked. But let's finish this off now, y'all.
Balanced life fuels your energy and creativity, enhancing your capacity for success. It's not about choosing one over the other, it's about making space for both. Yes, if you take the growth path, there will 100% be moments where that balance will be difficult to find. But those are just small periods in the grand scheme of things. Balance should be your default state, and that will give you enough energy to go full throttle when the situation requires it. Money won't solve all my problems.
Nope. And with that said, y'all been asking for it.
You hitting from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why it feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for a plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what?
So sticking to the topic, money don't solve all problems. Sis, let's regardless who fault y'all want to blame it on, because y'all always play dumb when it come down to who's at fault in that situation. But obviously, regardless of who's at fault, money not gonna solve this problem, sis. A child support check not gonna solve this problem. You got problems now, man. You got huge problems. Money do not solve all problems.
This is something we heard from Casey Neistat a couple of years ago. Now, you see, there are two kinds of problems: life problems and money problems. Money problems means not having the means to sustain a normal life. When you can't afford a decent place to live, healthy food, clothing, education, and other basic life necessities, then you have money problems. Life problems, on the other hand, means not finding your passion, your purpose in life, what makes you feel accomplished, and other things of that nature.
And that's a fact, guys. And you don't understand. I'm gonna play that back. That's key. This is vice versa. That's key right there, guys. And this is why poverty is a delusion. Like y'all done backed yourself in poverty. Y'all done made it comfortable in poverty because our parents didn't figure out the money problem, let alone have enough time to teach us the life problems, guys. This is why we learning everything on the fly. This is why we're overloaded. This is why we're all confused, want to blame somebody else, because don't nobody want to address the truth. You don't have the answer, Sway, and you do nothing about going to get the answer. You do nothing about going to get the answer. We got access to this type of information now. It's out there. What do you want to do? No, you don't want this type of information. You want me to sit up here and talk about deadbeats and talk about hell of a mothers and modern women all day long, like all live stream long. And then as soon as we get to the real work, the work that you could do to become great and stop being a hater, then that's when you click all off. And we got access to this information now. This information, this type of information wasn't always free. Why y'all think y'all so mad at the white people for that y'all don't even know? Y'all mad at them because they had access to this type shit. Majority of them, most of them had access to this type shit. Not all, but most. So you don't got to be mad at them. This is no longer inherited to a color. You got access to it now. If you have a phone, you are not a victim.
Really hard to tackle life problems when money problems keep you busy all the time. And just on that.
That's it. They haven't figured out the money problems. Niggas working 2 and 3 jobs for somebody else's last name. Niggas done taught their kids how to work themselves to death. Ain't nobody taught their kid how to plant a seed, how to plant a money tree so that money tree could feed the whole family. And then somebody else come along in that family and plant another money tree. Ain't nobody taught them that. Everybody taught them either you get hooked on welfare or you wait for God to give you something. You wait for God, you pray. If you pray hard, God gonna give you something. That is a whole lie, bro. That's a whole lie. And I love God. Y'all know I'm the first to give God his glory and praise. Amen. But if you running around here thinking God wants you to be poor and wait for him, you is a whole dummy. and I'll pray with you and ask God for you if that's what he wants you to do. We can pray together right now. Stop playing with me. Let's play that back. And we in the Sunday, and y'all in them churches and ain't getting this type of information. You done put $50 whole in the tide and ain't get this type of information, man. You just shouted, yelling, all that. You just paid to eat. Keep it real. You ain't paid for no information. You ain't paid for no Holy Spirit. You ain't paid for no real motivation and inspiration. You paid for that meal that y'all finna go sit downstairs and eat. Shut up.
Enough energy to go full throttle when the situation requires it. Money won't solve all my problems. This is something we heard from Casey Neistat a couple of years ago. Now, you see, there are two kinds of problems: life problems and money problems. Money problems means not having the means to sustain a normal life. When you can't afford a decent place to live, healthy food, clothing, education, and other basic life necessities, then you have money problems. Life problems, on the other hand, means not finding your passion, your purpose in life, what makes you feel accomplished, and other things of that nature. And it's really hard to tackle life problems when money problems keep you busy all the time. And just on that note, wanting a bigger house, a faster car, or a better vacation, those are not money problems, okay? Those are success problems. You just have money inconveniences. People like me don't become successful. This is a lie of self-sabotage masquerading as humility. It's a deep-seated belief, often rooted in fear and insecurity. But here's the truth. You deserve success just as much as anyone else. Success isn't a reserved privilege. It's the result of effort, resilience, and the courage to pursue your goals. Challenge this lie by recognizing your worth and the value you bring. Your potential for success is not a matter of worthiness. It's a matter of will, action, and perseverance.
You heard that, guys? My race agitators that love to be mad at white people. Stop it. It's not an inheritance. Education, success is not an inheritance. You got to go get it. All right? You got to go get it. So don't believe the lie that you tell yourself to make yourself a slave to your own mentality. Don't be a slave to your own mentality. You got to go get it. This is created. Ain't nobody got to give you anything. And that reparation you waiting for, go ask your mother about that reparation, because they gave it to her in increment payments and installment payments, bruh. She ain't share it with you? She ain't cut you in on that, sir?
Someday, my life will get better on its own. Hope is not a strategy, okay? Waiting for your life to improve without taking any action is like waiting for a ship at the airport. Change requires effort. It demands you to step up, take control, and do the work. And you might say that sometimes things sort of work out in the end, sure, but what you're experiencing is life without your input. You don't know what the alternative could have been. It could have been better than this. And of course, we're ending this with a bonus today, and that is...
And it should have been me.
It's not too late. Look, okay, we know that we said it's never too late to change, but this idea does need to be treated carefully. As long as you're willing to change, it's not too late. But
Exactly, but you got to be willing to change. You got to be. God wants you to change. All right, all of you Jesus users, because you use Jesus to try to scare people who take risk, who really is doing what God asked him to do. So y'all try to use God to limit people. God wants you to change. God don't want you to stay the same. You can't have all that God in your mouth, but all that hate for man in your heart, sis. That's not gonna work.
But if your only relief is saying to yourself, hey, it's not too late, and that there's still time, it not only opens the door, but you invite in politely that I'll do it tomorrow and repeat. So instead, think about it like this. If I start right now, I still have enough time to make it meaningful.
That's a fact, y'all. Life is quick. Life is quick, but it's one of the longest things you'll ever do. But it go by fast. I'm gonna tell you that right now, guys. Know what I mean? Listen, we really got 3 segments of life. We got 1 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60. You know what I mean? What stage, what phase are you in? That'll let you know how much time you got. Because a lot of people run around here thinking they got time. You got time, but if you're trying to change, you ain't got time. Time is only money when you're using your time to make money. You run around here with this time is money shit and don't be using your time to make money and see how fast your hourglass is up. All right, guys, it's been real. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. As always, we're going to leave with some clips that we did for this week to wrap the show on up. Uninterrupted, like as always, guys. Appreciate you, y'all. I'll be displaying the comments as we go over the clips. But I'm out of here, guys. Wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life.
Just like becoming a submissive woman is so crazy because the power you hold by doing that. I'll give a couple points. One, I was afraid that my feelings won't be valid or like I won't have a voice. What I noticed by just letting my husband make the decisions and just following that, he asks me for all the advice. He comes to me for every question. Yeah. He'll call me, what do you think about this? I don't know what to do. I'm like, wow, what? Yeah. And then I say it, what I think, and then he does it. Mm-hmm. So I end up having a leadership role by just letting him be the final say, but he values my wisdom.
Yeah. I don't want you saying like with that word submit, right? When you look at it from an etymological, you break it down, it means she responds to you. When a man knows that he can trust his woman, he will value her opinion. Mm-hmm. A man, when he knows that his woman has his back, and when he knows that he has that woman that he can trust, he's going to love her and value her in everything that he does. Yeah. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do women need men?
No! Jesus Christ. No. Of course not.
No. Fuck no. No.
Why? Can't live with them, can't live without them. We do not need them. Not at all.
No. We the prize.
But not really. We want them, but don't need them, baby. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell fuck ass no. Hell fuck ass no. Jesus Christ.
No.
We the new niggas. We are the men these days, though. We are the men.
What? Do men need women?
Yes. Yes, we do. Oh. We do. We need women in all facets, okay? Physically, mentally, and spiritually.
How we like it to admit it or not, let's take away the food stamps, let's take away the Section 8, let's take away the Medicaid, let's take away the WIC, let's take away y'all daycare services, and let's take away the child support. Let's see how many deadbeat moments it is out here. Okay, let's see how many of y'all can still take care of your kids.
See, I was minding my own business. I was going to eat some yogurt and have a good day, but now I got to put this yogurt down, break out a parade rest, and pop to attention so I can address some foolishness. Why is this man, several different men, once again, in my comments talking about you older women are bitter and you're alone and you're lonely? Okay, y'all, hang on a second. I got this. First of all, we left you guys, you weak men, to have some peace before your sad selves tried to break us into pieces. For those of us, unfortunately, who were broken into pieces, God put us back together. And so we stronger and we smarter and we're more valuable than we were before. But let me tell you something. If you see us on the beaches in Santorini and Mykonos, I promise you, we ain't thinking about none of y'all. We ain't missing you at all. We're thinking about what a great time we're having with that peace of mind, with our own money, and no foolishness. See, our lives are not about the drama anymore that you all bring because you're too weak in your masculinity to man up and do what you need to do in order to have a good woman like us. You see this gray? LAW. Life and wisdom. Are you looking at me? Baby, I don't want you. Because I understand my worth. I got high self-esteem, high confidence, and I grind every day.
Because I'm out. Gone. And you ain't never gonna forget the day you let the best thing that's ever gonna happen to you walk the fuck out the door.
Older men that are true, established alpha men, okay, they avoid older women because older women are broken. You have lived through too much, you have seen too much, you have experienced too much, you have been exposed to too much trauma that you carry those scars with you. You are a lot harder to mold. So finding a younger woman, it's a lot easier for them to mold this woman into what they need, put her through. This is why you see some men, some older men would get divorced and they would marry a younger woman. And now he's going to find somebody that he can actually hopefully have a happier life with, and he's not trying to make the same mistakes twice. And unless you are an older woman that is going to therapy, or for whatever reason you just happen to have God's gift where you just learn from your experiences and you know how to drop them and you don't carry those scars with you, you know how hard it is to deal with somebody that has past traumas and to have to work through them with them. So it's a lot easier for them to get a younger woman.
There are single women with no kids who are college educated.
Yeah.
And they are having trouble finding mates because they're like, I'm at this level.
Yes.
And I'm looking for someone to elevate me, and I'm not finding a lot of candidates that are going to meet me or improve me. And I think that is what a lot of people are missing.
I think that's an excuse, though. There are educated women out there who can find good men, but the real question is, what they're not going to tell you is how many successful men that are on their level or above their level that they passed off for silly reasons. That's true. See, that's something they're not going to tell you.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's absolutely what we don't know. We just
hear,
I can't find nobody. I can't find nobody.
But what did you do to run him off? Like,
yeah,
that's the
but you're not gonna hear But you're not gonna hear how many of those good, successful dudes did you turn down? How many did you not give your time to?
A lot of women, you could have had a good man. You didn't want him because he was a cornball. You go, you mess around with a bozo, have a baby by the bozo, and after you have a baby by the bozo, now all of a sudden you want to spin the block to the nigga that you didn't want to begin with. There are, and I'm not saying all, but there are a lot of single mothers who go after weak men.
Right. So
a lot of women will tell you all day, oh, being a stepdaddy is honorable. And a lot of them, they know damn well that man ain't gonna get nothing out of it. They know damn well that they can up and leave, take half of his income, get alimony. Depending on if they are able to swindle him into legally adopting the children, they can put him on child support. In certain states, you don't even have to have the man legally adopt him. If you can prove that he played a father figure role, you can put that man on child support. When men decide to take on responsibilities that are not theirs, they're taking a very big risk. I do not, me personally, because I can only speak for me, I do not see how it's worth it. When women are usually the ones that leave the relationships. Imagine getting into a relationship with a woman. She got a child. You become attached to the child. Then she up and leave, knowing you got an attachment to that child. And then she look at you and say, "You're not your kid no."
So I heard that you like my man, and I'm here to tell you, girl, just share him. Just share him. We can share him. It's not a problem. It's no problem. I share. There's a lot to go around. Women are not understanding that it's okay to share. It doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It doesn't mean he doesn't love me or that we are not enough. He wants to have all the cakes in the world. You love him? Give him the cakes, girl. Just share him. Girl, just share him. It's okay. Why fight? We don't have to fight. We can love him together, honor him, respect him, we love him a long time, it's okay. It's no problem. We can literally live a happy, wealthy, driven, healthy life. Wealthy, healthy, happy spouse, happy house. Baby, if we could just learn to share women, just learn to share. He's going to be with her anyways. He likes her anyways. So might as well get with the program. If you love him, it doesn't mean he don't love you, baby. Girl, just share him. Just share him.
I'm from, I know some ones. I know. What do y'all lace y'all sons up with? Light skin, dark skin, slim, fat? What are you telling your boys as you're raising them if you have no belief that any of this stuff I be talking about with us actually be going on? What you tell your sons? Because it ain't hard to look up. I've been saying this for the longest. They got whole TV shows where they show bitches on TV acting like, I'm 1,000% sure this your baby. 10,000. Look at the picture, Maury. Look at the picture, Maury. Look at the picture, Maury. They look just alike. The baby got his eyes. The baby got his eyes. The baby got his eyes. 2 seconds later, you are not the father. The man, the bitch crying. The man celebrating. Deep down, he really hurt because the bitch done tricked the fuck out of him. What y'all tell y'all son? That this just ain't going on? Whole TV shows with people. And then they got court shows. Not just entertainment shows, but these is actually court shows. Like courts in the United States of America. In your state, the bitches go up there. Judge, I want a divorce, and I ain't been with nobody. 2 seconds later, all 3 of the kids don't belong to him. But females, don't be lying. Don't be tricking. Don't be cheating. Don't be... All I want to know... Because I ain't got no problem with a bitch disagreeing with me. Believe what you want to believe. But what do y'all teach y'all sons? That this just don't go on? Oh, you never have to worry about that, son. Any woman you stick your dick in, we all tell the truth. You're never going to have to worry about a female lying on you. Sign every birth certificate every time. Be there. Never think about a paternity test. Just go through. All women are great. Wonderful. Magnificent. We don't lie. We don't try to date you for your money. We don't try to get over. All women are just pure. That's the way the good Lord made us. That's what y'all tell y'all sons.
Let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live. Good question. If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now. If I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay. So you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cock was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%? Miss Shai, let me ask you a question. If I do this right now on live. Good question. If I start playing with a gun and it goes off and it hits me in the head, who was responsible for my death?
It's the parent that didn't put a gun. Like
I said me, ma'am. I said me.
Oh,
right now. If I do it right now.
There go your one-sided question. Of course it would be you. Of course it would be you.
Okay. So you and all of you playing with these cocks, when they go off and get you pregnant, who's responsible for that? You knew very well what a cop was capable of. I'm asking you, ma'am, who was responsible for you getting pregnant 100%?
Have a woman-to-woman mother moment with you. At the end of the day, women have the choice. I don't care if you were after him, he was after you, it doesn't matter. He can't come in unless you open the door, right?
Wide open.
From Harlem, New York. Put your cigarettes out and pull your panties out. Put your hands together.